Okay.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Vin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi.
Good
Hi, good
morning.
morning. Good morning, all.
Happy
Okay.
New Year.
Happy New Year, all.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. Okay. So before starting up this session, can we have a quick round of introduction so that we understand each other? Okay. Let me introduce myself first, and then we can have yours. Okay. Myself, I'm Venu. I have around 18 years of experience into the field of HR, where I started my career as HR executive for one of the manufacturing industries, where I have learned all the core HR activities. And from there, I've learned SAP HCM. I moved to HCM implementations. I was doing SAP HCM implementation and support for India and African countries. And in one of the project, I got an opportunity to work on success factors. That's when I have learned success factors and moved to success factors. I've upgraded my skills and moved to SF implementations. It's been like almost 10 years that I'm into success factors. And in these 10 years, I've handled modules like employee central compensation, performance management, and recruiting. Though I have worked on all of these modules, I've spent most of my time in compensation and employee central, so I'm more comfortable in these areas. And coming to teaching, I went to teaching from last 12, 13 years. I used to train earlier on SAP HCM. And after coming into success factors last 6, 7 years of I'm teaching employee central and compensation modules as well. Okay, so this is a brief about me. Okay, so who would like to introduce? Okay, so I'll call out names. Maybe you can introduce. Shobna?
Yeah. Hi, Venu. So actually, I have same like your career only. Like I have around 5 years of experience completely into recruitment, that IT recruitment. So I was working as a HR executive, and my last company was with Nokia. So there I was a senior recruiter over there. So I thought of improving my career in SAP SuccessFactors. So yeah, I would like to know since I have I thought of moving my career into the same background. So yeah, this would be suit for me. So after all the search, I think it is one of the good option for me to improve my career in this background.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shobna.
Thank you.
Who's going next? Sushil?
Hello.
Or, yeah,
Hi,
Yeah, hi.
this is Sushil.
yeah,
I
hi.
have experience of 4.5 years of experience in operations in multiple companies. I do not
Mhm.
new to HR, so
Okay.
I want to learn completely about this.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Sushil. Suraj?
Yeah, hi Venu. This is Suraj here. I am having 4 years experience into SAP Security GRC consultant.
Mhm.
Now I am on to move to SF.
Okay.
Previously, I worked for HP and Oppo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Suraj. Sukesh?
Hi, Venu. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
So I have around 6+ years of experience in digital marketing. My
Mhm.
previous company was with the Cognizant. So this is about
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're into digital marketing and now you want to shift your career
Yes,
from
exactly.
digital marketing to
Yes.
the cloud computing HR application. Okay, yeah, good. Vinay?
Hello, good morning.
Good
I have
morning.
4 years of experience completely in non-IT.
Okay. Okay, Good. Emmanuel?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm a fresh graduate and also
Ah,
a
boy.
graduate trainee with
Sorry,
Dangote
boy, it
Cement.
is a mute actually. I was in another call actually. So.
Rajendra, can you go on mute, please? Yeah, sorry, Emmanuel. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just starting my career as a graduate trainee in human resource management. So
Okay.
when I this, I'm so much interested to know much about SAP
Mm-hmm.
because my company also uses SAP. Well,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Emmanuel. Rajendra?
Hello, hi Venu. My name is Rajendra, and I have a 6 years experience. And earlier I worked in SAP UI5 and Peri. And currently I'm doing my master's in USA. So I'm interested to learn in SAP SuccessFactors.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Rajendra. So we have completed with everyone, right? Okay. Yeah. Let's get into today's topic then. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about all about success factors. Okay. Before even going to success factors, let's look at what exactly success factors, what do we do in success factors? Okay. So what is success factors? Can somebody give me or throw me some light on what do you know about success factors? In one single word, you don't have to describe me, but in one single word, if we have to answer what is success factors. Nobody knows what is success factors? Let's have this session as interactive session. Okay, anything, see, that's fine. Even if you know very little about success factors, that's fine. What is success factors? What is it all about?
Okay, it is one of the cloud-based solution that we can access from anywhere, anytime.
Okay, you're right on this point. So what is cloud-based? See? Look at my screen, it says cloud computing. Okay, so right from success factors, we have jumped onto cloud computing. What is cloud computing, or what do you mean by cloud-based?
Physically, storage is not required to
Sorry.
operate.
Physical storage is not required. So
Yeah,
where do we store?
we can store at server level.
At server level. And these servers are hosted remotely. Okay. So that's the description or definition of a cloud computing. The practice of using a network of remote servers hosted on internet to store, manage, and process data rather than a local server. Generally, any application that you want to host, the first thing that you need is your infrastructure, your servers. Okay, even in the cloud computing also, we need servers, we need the infrastructure. Okay, the difference between the cloud computing and if you look at the definition itself, it says a network of remote servers rather than local server. We don't use local server, or we don't see the physical servers here because these servers are hosted remotely somewhere in the cloud, and we access these servers using internet. You cannot access these applications without internet. All of the cloud computing applications, we cannot access them without internet because they are hosted remotely over internet. Okay, so the first thing that we need is infrastructure or a server. Now I'll give you a small example. Everybody must be using mobiles, right? So some of you may be having Android, some of you must be using iPhones. So different platforms, right? So if I have to install a software in any of these mobiles, what is the first thing that we need? We need the enough space to download that software, right? If I have to download a software of 512 MB or 1 GB or some space, right? I need that enough space in my mobile, right? So that is the internal storage. Now I'm storing that application internally. Now instead of downloading the application, storing it my device, I can also play the same game using internet. Somewhere they are hosted. Now instead of downloading and installing, I'm going to that site and using that software. Okay, so that is cloud-based. So I'm not using my space. I'm using somebody else's space. So the first thing that we need is infrastructure. And secondly, the platform. If you are using Android, you'll go to Play Store. If you're using iPhones, go to App Store. So different applications are built on different platforms. And these are designed for different customers. And third is the application. So what do you want to have the application? What is the use of that application? It can be a social collaboration like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, or it can be a gaming software, right? That is your application. So for any application, for any cloud-based or the non-cloud-based application, these are required, your infrastructure, platform, and application. The difference would be the cloud-based application, we host the servers remotely. And whereas the local application will have to have a server in place. Based on these three layers, the cloud service models have been divided into three. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. There are customers around the globe who needs only the infrastructure. That means I want to build my own application. I want to develop my own application. So the first thing that I need is infrastructure. So instead of procuring my own servers, which are very expensive, I can subscribe the space that is available over cloud. That's infrastructure as a service. Example can be your AWS, Amazon Web Services. Next, I have my server. I want to develop my software. So what is the platform on which you want to build your software? Again, these platforms are also available for subscription. Example can be your Google Apps Engine, force.com. These are the platforms which are available where you can subscribe and build your application. And third is software as a service. Instead of you developing your own software, you choose the available applications. Now I want to build a HR application. So see what are the available applications in the market. I have SuccessFactors, I have Workday, I have many other applications in the market. So depending on your need, you can go with these applications. When you subscribe with the software as a service, you get infrastructure, you get platform, and you get the software as well. So why would I need to go with cloud computing? Why not? Why people are moving or why customers are moving away from the on-premise applications to cloud computing applications? There are many advantages when compared with on-premise applications. The productivity anywhere, first one. Since you can access this application from any corner of the world, that's productivity anywhere. Tomorrow, let's say I'm a manager, I'm traveling and I'm in a different country. So there is an action that is pending with me. I don't have my personal computer with me. So I can still approve the transaction even if I don't have my laptop. I can have that through my mobile or through my tablet, or I can log into the application from anywhere. because you can access these applications. These servers are hosted remotely. You can access this application from any corner of the world if you are connected to internet. That's productivity anywhere. Offsite data storage. If I am using on-premise application, firstly, I need to procure server. I need to have a dedicated space to place my servers. I need to have a separate team to look after my servers. Okay, and I should have a technical team to connect the systems, the local systems of the end users. But in case of cloud computing, the data is stored and processed in a remotely hosted servers. So you don't have to have a space, or you don't have to have a separate team. That's no IT maintenance cost. And then disaster resistance. Anything happens to your server, it is the cloud service provider's responsibility to fix it. But if you're owning owning the application, owning the servers, it is your responsibility, your team's responsibility, your IT team's responsibility to fix it. And the cloud computing applications are generally always up. They don't have any downtime, except in the weekends where once in 6 months they do the release. Otherwise, you'll not have any downtime. The lower cost of ownership, obviously, the cost that we spend on these cloud computing applications are much less when compared to on-premise applications. Because we are not procuring servers, because we are not hiring any additional team to look after the servers. We don't have to put anything for the maintenance. So we are saving on all of these things. And every application that we use needs some kind of upgrades. Be it fixing of the existing issues, or maybe the new enhancements. Who's that? Go on mute, please. Yeah. Now these upgrades may contain bug fixes, new enhancements, new upgrades, new functionalities in the system. Okay, so these are the advantages of having a cloud computing application. Now coming to success factors. What is the success factors? Success factors is a cloud-based HRIS system, human resource information system, which is developed for the enterprise class organizations. Success factors can be used for a small, medium, or large enterprises, whatever the count may be. Now, this application can be used. I have seen success factors implementation for 100 employees. That's the least that I have seen, 120 employees. I've seen success factors implemented for 30 or 40,000 employees, 30 to 40,000 employees. That's the biggest that I have seen, but there are more than this as well. Okay, so that means success factors can be implemented for any number of employees. There is no restriction. Okay, now success factors contains many modules, the core being the employee central. Why is it called a core? Because we maintain the master data in Employee Central. And this data is required for all the other modules like performance management, where we do the appraisals, compensation management, where we do the salary revisions, recruiting, where you source the candidates, onboarding, where you collect the information from the candidates, succession for your talent, reporting, analytics, for creating the reports. So these are all the modules that we have in success factors along with Employee Central. Now, Employee Central is the base for all of these modules because we add or we maintain all the master data, and all of these modules need the information from Employee Central. So that's why it is called the core or the base module. Okay. Now, what do we do in Employee Central? Employee Central, the main areas of Employee Central are employee record management. We will have to maintain the master data of the employees. Like master data is split into different sections. Personal information, where we store date of birth, first name, last name, gender, salutation, marital status, nationality. So all of these details are stored in your personal information, like contact information, address information, education, previous experiences. These are all personal information. And on the other side, we have the employment information, where we store the salary details of the employee, the organization details of the employee, the time of information of the employee. So all of this data is maintained while hiring the employee or after hiring the employee. And then we have org management. We will be creating the structure of the organization, how many companies we operate from, how many locations we have, how many departments we have, what are the business areas of this company, how many positions we have, how many vacant positions or field positions we have. So all of this is maintained in org management. We also have payroll management, where we process the payroll using Employee Central Payroll ECP module. We store compensation details. We process this in the payroll. Then we have employee self-service and manager self-service. We call them ESS and MSS. Every employee in the organization should be logging into the application to look after their details. Now, if I have to download my payslip, if I have to look at my leaves, if I have to apply a leave, if I have to download my appointment letter, I can log into the system, download this content, or apply for leaves. As a manager, I may have to approve my direct report leaves. I may have to do some transactions like promotions and transfers. That is done through manager self-service. And the global reach, where we support multinational companies with multi-country payroll and complaints. SuccessFactors supports around 40 different countries. We have the compliance and the multi-country payrolls in these countries. Okay. Now, with the org management, generally we can look at the hierarchy of employees, hierarchy of positions, or the company structure. Who is the head of the organization? How many employees are reporting to that employee? How many employees are reporting to each of these employees? Where exactly is this employee in? Which department the employee is working in? So all of this information, you will find it in the org management. Okay. Now we have the SuccessFactors application available for 47 different country languages. If you look at this translation and global access, 47 languages. SuccessFactors supports 47 different languages. Now, if I'm in China and I want to see the application in Chinese language, I can switch the language from English to Chinese. Or if a person, let's say we have our operations in Spain, all the employees of US want to see the application in English, and the employees of Spain in Spanish. Yes, we can enable the languages. And the SuccessFactors application is being used by different customers across the globe, around 200 countries and territories. Okay, so we have the country-specific globalizations, country-specific fields available for configuration. If a field is to be visible only for a particular country, let's say in US, the national ID is social security number. In India, the national ID is PAN card or Aadhaar card. So these are visible only for countries of India, country specific. Okay. And then each of these modules that we have discussed, performance management, recruiting, compensation, employee central, succession, and so on, So all of these modules are tightly integrated with each other. Now within Employee Central, we maintain the data. We create positions. The open positions are converted into requisitions through recruiting module. In recruiting, recruiter source the candidates, conducts interviews, finalizes or negotiates with the candidates, and they generate the offer letter and they'll send it to the candidates. Candidate accepts the offer letter. Candidate will be asked to fill some information. Then that is done in the onboarding module. Again, all of this information, the recruiting data or onboarding data, comes back to EC for hiring. For Employee Central, we pull this candidate information and we add more information and hire the employees. Okay, so I'll show you the SuccessFactors instance. How do we access or how to know what all information we have, at least the things what we have discussed. Now, this is your SuccessFactors homepage. Once you log into the homepage, you see all the quick actions. If there are any action that is pending, or if there are any approvals that I have to do, I can go look at on the homepage. I can go and approve this transaction. Okay, so all of these are pending with me for approval, my approval. I can go check the details. Let's say there is a data change for the employee. I want to approve. I can go initiate, or I can approve or reject this. I want to look at the organization chart or the org information of the employees. How many employees we have in the organization or who is at the topmost level. There are around 116 employees under this employee. 7 direct reports who are reporting to this employee. So I can go navigate to each employee and see who is that employee. And I want some information about this employee. I can go and see who is this, where is this employee working from, what is the email or ID of this employee, what is the phone number of this employee, or if I want to email, I can also email from here. Now, this is your organization chart. I can look at any employee in the organization using organization chart. Now, these are the employees who are available, but what are the positions or how many positions we have in the organizations? How many of them are filled and how many of them are vacant? I can go to position org chart and look at the position org chart. Now, this position is occupied there by this person and it has got 6 positions below. These are those 6 positions. Out of the 6 positions, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are filled, 2 are vacant. I can see what positions are vacant, what positions are filled, and what is the parent position of it. I can also look at the company structure overview, how your company is structured. Okay, or if I want to navigate to employee here, I can go choose the employee and look at the employee details. I want to look at the full profile of this employee. I can navigate to profile, and this page is called people profile, where you can have your employee's profile picture attached, some basic information about the employee, and these are all called sections, and each section containing subsections and portlets, each portlet containing some fields. Okay, so this is about the personal information of the employee. Each employee, you will see the personal information. You will see biographical information, your date of birth details, contact information, dependent details. So this is the individual page or the profile page of the employee, where you maintain all master data in one single place. Okay, so this is what we do. What fields are to be made available? Different customers will ask us different fields. You may not see these fields, all of these fields for every customer. Some customers you may see only 3 or 4 fields. Some customers you see 10 fields. Some customers you'll see 15 fields. That's what we do. We configure these things. What information is to be made available on the people profile page? How do we do the transfers? How do we do the promotions? How do we control the workflows? How to restrict the workflows? What is the security part? How or what employees can see when they log into the system? So all of this is done in Employee Central. And in next 20-25 sessions will be talking about the configuration in Employee Central. Now, this course is designed in such a way that we cover all the areas of Employee Central. Okay. So we cover these things in 25 sessions. First 4 sessions would be completely of theoretical part. We'll be discussing about success factors, the implementation methodology. How do we implement success factors for the customer? Do we need certification? So how to do the certification? What are configuration workbooks? What are implementation guides? What is kickoff template? So all of these things, release management, we'll discuss in the first 4 sessions. And from 5th session onwards, we'll be moving to practical part, where everybody will be given access to the system. You can log into this and practice whatever has been taught in the sessions. The rest of the 21 sessions would be completely of practical only. Only first 4 sessions are of theoretical. From there onwards, it is the practical part. All of you will be given recording, access to material, access to the system for practice. We'll be discussing about the certification questions as and when we discuss a topic. I'll be giving you the certification questions. What are the probable questions for your certifications or probable questions for your interviews? We'll be talking about the interview questions. We'll be discussing on what are the probable questions, how to answer these questions. If you want, we can have the mock interview kind of thing as well. Okay. So any doubts? We'll take a pause here and see if you have any doubts. No doubts?
When I have it. So, in case if the person is joining as a fresher into the SF, like what would be the roles that he will step into?
Now, it depends upon the starting point. Like if you are a fresh graduate, okay, first
Okay.
you'll be hired as a fresher or a trainee, where you'll be given some minor task like preparing templates. Okay, like if I have to upload the employee data, you'll be asked to prepare templates. You should understand what data is being maintained. Okay, you'll be given some minor configurations like creating a department or creating a location, creating a company, creating the org structure, these things. Okay, and then from fresher level, you'll be moving to associate consultant. Again, different companies will have a different terminology, but
Okay.
from the trainee to associate consultant, consultant, lead consultant, okay, and then project manager. This would be the hierarchy.
Okay. So, is there any kind of, I seen like it is a tester or implementation or developer kind
No,
of roles?
no, we don't have different roles here. So generally, most of the applications have different roles, like a technical consultant who does the
Okay.
customizations or who develops the product, and then a functional consultant who does the configuration. And then we have workflow consultant who will be looking after the approvals. ESS, MSS consultant who will be looking after the self-service portals.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but in success factors, we don't have these many roles. We only have one role called a functional consultant who would be looking after all of these things. We would be setting up the system. We would be customizing the product. We would be configuring the workflows. We'll be looking after the security. Somebody was saying he was working as a GRC consultant. So that's
Okay.
one part of the success factors employee central consultant job. Okay, we do
Okay.
that permissioning part. We do the security part. We migrate the changes from one system to the other system. So all of this would be done by only one role called functional consultant.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Anything else?
When
Any other?
certification is mandatory for this?
Yes, certification is mandatory. Okay, I'll be giving you more details about certification, how to do the certification, what comes in certification, how to pass in the certification. That we'll be discussing in detail. But to answer your question, yes, certification is mandatory to get into success factors. In fact, the first question that you will be asked in your interviews is whether you are certified or not. Okay. You all will be given configuration material, recordings of everyday sessions, system access, will help you out in the resume preparation, will give you job assistance wherever, if you can refer, we will do that. We conduct mock interviews and we also assist in clearing your certification. You want to do your certification, we'll make sure that you pass in the first attempt. Okay, I'll tell you more about certification in our regular sessions. It is SAP provided certification where you will have to log in, subscribe for the certification hub, and then schedule your examination, do your certification.
So we will get help, right, from your end to clear the certification.
Yes. We'll help you. We'll make sure you'll pass in your first attempt. Not to worry on certification.
Okay. So if it is 25 sessions, like in how many months it will take to complete? I mean,
25 hours every day we'll be having 1 hour of session, Monday to Friday. Saturdays
including.
and Sundays usually we don't take sessions. Okay, we reserve it for your practice. Okay, 5 days a week, and these 25 sessions in 5 weeks, that is 35 days. If there are any festivals or holidays in between, it goes from 35 to 40 days. That's the max. We are planning to have these sessions from Monday onwards, this coming Monday. 7:30 a.m. would be the timing. We have two batches going on. One is the 7:30 and second is the 6 p.m. We have already started 6 p.m. batch. We are like halfway through. We have covered almost 50%. And the coming batch is for 7:30 a.m. Any other clarifications, doubts that you have regarding?
Like, if we don't have experience in the HR field, can
Mhm.
we do move to this?
Yeah, anybody can learn success factors. There is no prerequisite or it is not mandatory that you should have knowledge in SAP or knowledge in any other application or into HR, because HR is one common thing. Everybody knows what a HR does in the organization, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So the basic knowledge, like how do we hire employees? What information we collect while hiring the employees, what is a transfer, what is a promotion, what is a termination. If you are aware of this generic process, then you can learn success factors. We don't have
So
any coding in success factors. This is a functional module. This is only the configuration. There's no development or coding in success factors.
So you said that individual access will be given, right, to us. So the access will be for the 35 days, whatever we have to practice on daily basis, like we can
Yes.
practice, right? It
Yes.
is available for 24/7, right?
24/7. Yes.
Okay.
35 days till the course completion, and it can be extended if you need further.
Okay.
And if you have any further clarifications, you can
Mm-hmm.
speak to your coordinators. Okay, we'll be having the regular sessions from Monday morning. You can attend on Monday. We'll be starting off with the theoretical part. Like we'll start with some basics like landscape or roles and responsibilities of a success factors consultant, how to do the certification, what is release management. So all of these things we'll be discussing in the regular sessions. Okay, can we
Fine.
stop it here? I hope to see you all in the regular sessions.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a great rest of your day. Happy weekend. We'll catch up in the regular sessions.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
all.
you, Venu.